Peter, you tried, when you were the health minister, you tried to abolish bulk billing by having a fee every time people visit a doctor or every time people visit an emergency department. That's what you did as health minister, and when you couldn't get that through, you froze the Medicare rebate, which stayed frozen for 6 years. That's why we are having to deal with this. That's why my government has had to find the $8.5 billion that you've matched. To be fair, you have said you agree with our policy there, but we're repairing what we inherited, which was bulk billing in free fall while the coalition was in government.
At last night's civil and rather dull debate between Prime Minister Albanese and opposition leader Peter Dutton, certain claims were thrown around that were rebuked by both sides. Did Peter Dutton actually slash bulk billing as healthcare minister? Is a GP appointment more expensive than it was 3 years ago? Let's break it down. Australian doctors voted Peter Dutton as the worst health minister in 40 years. But why? Well, as Albo said, he cut $50 billion from hospitals, tried to introduce a $7 GP tax, and rather secretly launched a Medicare privatisation workforce. As a senior minister in the previous Morrison government, who left the economy $1 trillion in debt and left a cost of living crisis, for which the next government is still recovering from, many are calling out the contradiction in his criticism of Albanese's healthcare policies. However, Albo, always the champion of Medicare, had to defend the claim from Dutton that bulk billing includes costs, and one doesn't simply need just their Medicare card, but their credit card too. However, a media release last year by Minister for Health and Aged Care, Mark Butler, explains the flow-on effect from the last Liberal government, and the policies put in place to stem this flow. 5 months of official Medicare billing data shows after a decade of cuts and neglect from the Liberals, the slide in the GP bulk billing rate has stopped and bulk billing has now stabilised, since the Albanese government tripled the bulk billing incentive. While Dutton promised to invest $9 billion into Medicare this February, he can't manage to erase his complicated past with public healthcare. So while the issue is complicated and mistakes have been made on both sides, it appears Albanese had the truth on his side in this instance. While he won over a small majority of the 100 undecided voters last night, edging out Dutton 44 to 35, there are still many that believe the Albanese government hasn't done anything in its power to stem the cost of living crisis, no matter who caused it.
I've heard the Prime Minister run this stunt before with the only need your Medicare card. It's not true. Bulk billing rates have reduced under this government, and that's the reality. It's there in black and white.